It's Friday morning and it's a beautiful day outside. We are just about to head out, but before we leave, I want to quickly get the main dish for the Friday dinner started. I have a chunk roast that I want to throw together with some vegetables into a pot for a slow-cooked dish. We have a few things planned for today, and this is the perfect dish for a day like this. It's quick to prepare, and the result tastes incredibly good for so little effort. Eyal comes to help me with the shallot onions. They are tricky to peel. This dish is all about good whole food ingredients, a heavy pot, and a low heated oven to pop it in for a few hours. Oh yes, and patience to wait while it slowly cooks and fills the house with the most comforting, cozy home smells. In today's video, I'll take you along for a few cozy days, the last days of November, the first days of December, with lots of cooking, quite a bit more of my mushroom obsession, and the simple joys of daily routines that make each day feel a little more special. As the year winds down, I'm inspired by the festive vibes and the cozy moments this season brings, a time for slowing down, creating warmth, and enjoying the little things. Welcome and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Oran, sharing gentle moments of daily life here in Israel. I hope this video brings a bit of calm and inspiration to your day. Now that the beef and vegetables are all in the pot, I'm making the sauce. I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of my handmade garlic paste, 2 tablespoons of pure dates syrup, and 4 or 5 tablespoons of coconut aminos. Since I'm out of the soy sauce that we usually use here, I'm adding salt and mix it all with some boiled water. The sauce goes right on top of everything, and I add water until all is almost covered, but not completely. And now we are ready to go out, so Tomer, our youngest, will take care of it from here. When the pot comes to a boil, he will add eggs and pop it into a preheated oven at about 140 Celsius degrees for about 4 hours. And here's how taking footage for you looks like. In the car, I'm obviously making more mushrooms. We just picked up my mother-in-law. In her neighborhood, there are still ruined buildings from the bombs that fell there during the war with Iran last summer. By the time we are back, the slow-cooked beef is almost ready, and the smell here is like nothing else. It's only a few little things that are left to get done for today's dinner. Eyal and I are getting right into the preparations. I'm making a big salad, fresh salad, and I'm just having fun chopping whatever is available. We're making a few other side dishes to go with the tender, slow-cooked beef. But honestly, Eyal is preparing most of the food while I'm trying to take footage to share with you. And dinner is ready. Last week, Eyal joined a kimchi workshop at the Korean embassy here in Israel, so we also have kimchi on the menu today. We all love it, even though it's very spicy, and unfortunately, my father couldn't join us today. We all agreed that he would 100% enjoy this spicy kimchi, and I really hope it will last so he can try it at the next week's Friday dinner. On Saturday, I spent most of the day cozying up in my pajamas, making more of those crochet mushrooms. I have some mushrooms garland ideas that I want to make with you later on this vlog. Along with all the mushrooms that I crochet in my mushroom obsession, I'm also making good progress on my granny stripe shawl, but I'm trying to slow it down a little because I really enjoy making it with a granny stripe shawl caul crochet along that is organized by the lovely Trauda Bass. There are so many makers from all over the world who have joined this caul, and it feels so special to me. This project is so fun and quick to make. I think we need to check with the designer why it's such a quick pattern. It really just goes too fast. You still have plenty of time to join the caul if you want. It runs until the end of January, and if you start now, you can easily make 2 of them. All you have to do is get started and share your work using #GrannyStripeShawCaul on Instagram. I will link the pattern down below in the description box for you. I had a few things to do out and about this morning, and I didn't even know it was going to rain. By the time I'm home, it's already lunchtime, so while the food heats up, I'm scattering around and tidying up a little, my usual. The rain makes everything feel so cozy, and I'm so ready for it. Originally, I thought to add a few things to my making journal this morning, but this weather makes me want to work on a crochet mushroom garland that I'm so waiting to try. I plan to work on a mushroom garland when I finish lunch, and I just can't wait for it. Feels like the perfect weather for my plan. Today we still enjoy delicious leftovers from Friday dinner, and it's so good and a perfect meal for this weather. My sourdough starter is ready to go now, and today I want to try making something different. I'm using Einkorn flour. I want to make 100% Einkorn flour dough. I think I tried it once when I first started baking sourdough, but last week I came across this flour at the shop and thought, why not to try again? The dough feels a lot different, I have to say. It's more like, I don't know, maybe more like rye flour, but different. I'm very, very curious to see how it turns out. I have a general idea for a simple mushroom garland. I'm starting with a chain, like foundation chain, and I join the top of the mushroom after every 15 chain stitches, using a slip stitch at the top of each mushroom. I tried a few ways to join them, but I think the slip stitch looks the cleanest. And just on a side note, in case you noticed, the red part on my mushrooms is actually the wrong side of the crochet. So when you finish making the red part, the work is getting curled inside, and I just let the wrong side show out before continuing to make the leg of the mushroom. It's just the same way as in my chamomile and sage pattern, in case you are familiar with it. I just think it looks better, and I love the wrong side of the single crochet stitches when they worked on such high density. My mushrooms are made using scraps of hand-dyed sock wool, 4-ply fingering sock wool mostly, with a 2mm crochet hook, so it's quite a dense fabric. So the first garland is done, and it's pretty amazing how much joy this simple make brings into my heart. And I'm so grateful for this feeling. I still have quite a few more ideas for my mushrooms. and I want to use a few as gifts. But now let's check the dough. It actually feels quite different. It's a lot more grainy. I think the Einkorn dough doesn't need as much stretch and fold. It doesn't really stretch like my usual dough. So I'm just checking on it every like 45 minutes, maybe twice or maybe 3 times before popping it into the fridge. I plan to let it ferment in the fridge for 48 hours before I'll bake it. Leave me a comment if you happen to make Einkorn sourdough bread and have any recommendations or tips for me. And this is the last jar of my tallow balm. I'll have to make more of it soon. It's a favorite here. It's the first day of December, the Monday girls are here, my second mushroom Garland found its perfect spot, and it looks like this mushroom obsession is catching on. Well, at first I thought I would end the vlog here. I plan to share a little bit of my morning with you and then say thank you for being here. But a few days ago, I shared a photo of my lunch on Instagram stories. It was such a simple, comforting dish, and I wrote that maybe I should make it with you here on the vlog. And then so many messages came in from you. So many of you asked for the recipe, and it honestly made me stop and think, should I add it to this vlog? Even though I already had more than enough footage. I kept going back and forth about it, but then I thought about the timing. Many of you just celebrated Thanksgiving, and now so many are getting excited for Christmas. For us, it's Hanukkah around the corner, and this whole season is really about giving and gratitude. So, sharing this little dish with you now and adding it to the vlog will make it a bit longer than I originally planned, but it feels right. It's my own small way of saying thank you for being here. I'm so happy to have you around and so grateful for this community. So here I am today trying to film an extra day to this vlog, and also at the same day trying to squeeze in as much editing as I can. So you'll have to help me make it all work. And if you keep watching, you will also get to see a new crochet bandana I'm working on, and that I'm hoping to write it up as a pattern for you. After a short but pretty intense trampoline workout, I'm heading to the studio to do a bit of editing. I know that if I start with editing, it will help me feel on top of the things. Squeezing in this workout feels like a win. It's my little achievement of the day, and it definitely puts my mood on the high side. I could easily skip it, and I'm so happy I didn't. I took some chicken thighs out of the freezer yesterday evening, and today I'm making a simple one-pot chicken meal, the perfect dish for a cozy day like this. I baked the Einkorn bread earlier this morning, and it looks quite promising. The boys and I will open it later. But for now, I'm preparing everything that will go into the stew. starting by heating some ghee, then adding sliced onions and leek. I'm adding cumin and turmeric right at the beginning to let them open up, and some salt. Next, I'm adding the chicken thighs and trying to brown them on all sides. Now it's whatever veggies I have in the fridge. Last week I had a few slices of pumpkin. This week I have broccoli and carrots and zucchini. And a lot of mushrooms, of course. And I'm also adding one of those veggie cubes that I made with you on one of my previous vlogs. I've said it so many times here that these homemade veggie cubes are the magic in any dish. There are already quite a lot of liquids in the pot, but I'm adding boiled water to cover the chicken layer, maybe a bit higher. The vegetables will cook in the steam and release even more of their own liquids. And before I'll cover it to boil, I add a few celery sticks and some spring onions. After it comes to a boil, I will let it cook low and slow for about an hour or so. And that's it, as simple as that, easy peasy, packed with good stuff and so comforting.
מרגישה עם טעימה.
And now, while lunch is cooking and the boys are enjoying the Einkorn Sourdough loaf, which they say tastes like a whole wheat bread, I'm heading to the studio to do some editing.
Handed down by this week's...
I hope you will give this one-pot chicken meal a try. just use whatever you have in your fridge or in your garden. It's my dream to cook straight from my garden one day, and I'd love to hear how it turns out for you if you make it.
To sleep in all day and wake up in your arms with the sound of the rain on my window drumming away. I'm keeping it short and sweet. My bucket list. I'm not one for fairy tale dreams or technical or Hollywood schemes. I'm more for living what must be given and given only by you. Some girls reach for the stars, fancy clothes and big shiny cars, but I'm quite content right here. Please read my short list, it's quite sincere to just sleep in all day and wake up in your arms to the sound of the rain on my window drumming away. I'm keeping it short and sweet. My bucket list. My bucket
The einkorn flour is definitely getting into my sourdough baking pantry. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for spending this time with me and for being part of these simple, cozy days. I hope this vlog brought a little warmth to your day and maybe inspired you to slow down and enjoy the small moments too. And please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you, whether it's about the recipes, the mushrooms, or just to say hello. I will leave a link to the granny stripe shawl pattern down below in the description box for you in case you want to join our crochet along. And yeah, I will now leave you here and go edit this vlog. I hope you will enjoy watching it. Take care everyone and enjoy the cozy season.